Hello everyone, my name is Dina Almanea. I'm a PhD student in the School of Electronic Engineering and Computer Science at Queen Mary University of London. Today I'll present our work on ArMIS, the Arabic Misogyny and Sexism Corpus with Annotator Subjective Disagreements. Basically, this work is focusing on detecting misogyny and sexism in Arabic tweets, where annotator subjective disagreements are preserved. Research on misogyny and sexism detection has increased in recent years, but there are a few benchmarks for Arabic, and they tend to have aggregated form. We found that the disagreement that exists between annotators is due to their different religious beliefs. So in this paper, we are introducing a novel misogyny and sexism corpus in which the annotator disagreements are preserved. We also show that ArMIS corpus can be used to train different types of models without the use of gold standards. Some authors use misogyny in a restricted definition in which it's interpreted as hate towards women. We adapted Poland and Zofino definition where misogyny is interpreted in a more general way, ranging from less to more aggressive behaviors. Recently, there's a high awareness in the literature of hate speech that gold standard is not suitable for subjective tasks. The results of intercoder agreements in the previous misogyny work suggest that disagreements between coders might be due to personal biases. And with this type of disagreements, all annotation based on a person perspective should be encoded in order to achieve reliable results. In October 2020, we have collected 2K misogyny and sexist tweets. The first table shows a partial list of keywords used to collect the data. And here you can see the top 5 frequent words in the collection. For our annotation, we used ArMIS annotation scheme. The annotators were asked to judge the tweets based on their personal beliefs using binary labels. So in this paper, we investigated 2 factors, gender and religious beliefs, which can impact the misogyny and sexism judgments. In the first experiment, 964 tweets were annotated by 3 coders, and the results show a low agreement between annotators. And the chi-square test show that annotators' beliefs have significant impact on their judgments. So we ran a second large-scale experiment to check if our hypothesis still holds. This on 32 participants annotated 11 controversial tweets. The results show that male annotators' beliefs have impact their judgments, but that was not the case for female annotators. To use ArMIS for modeling, we divided the corpus into 3 sets, training, validation, and testing. We produce majority hard labels for the sake of hard evaluation and for comparison purpose only. In order to train the model with subjective disagreements, we have experimented using 2 different approaches. For the soft loss training approach, we trained cross-entropy using soft labels as a target. So we used 2 methods to generate the soft labels, first by using standard normalization as proposed in Peterson, and the second one by applying softmax function as proposed in UMA. For the hard training approach, we trained 3 separate Albert models, each trained on a specific annotator's column. For this approach, cross-entropy was trained using one-hot encoding. Here we compute the labels probabilities and the majority hard labels from the outputs of the 3 classifiers. So we have used 2 types of metrics to evaluate our models, soft and hard evaluation metrics. But we are more interested in the soft metrics, which is more appropriate for our subjective task. For the soft evaluation, we used soft metrics such as cross entropy and GST in order to compare the difference between probability distribution. Our results shows that generating soft labels using standard normalization performs better than using softmax approach. The next table shows a comparison between the two approaches in addition to the base model using majority voting. As you can see from the table, the soft loss training approach outperforms all models as it succeeds to capture the variety in subjective disagreements. Thank you for listening.